You wanna fuck with me?
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already.
Hey, what is good? It's John. So all the sound in the track that you just listened to comes from sampling right here in my apartment. A lot of people have been asking me like, yo John, where did all those tweak a little fancy effect in the background of your music comes from? So that's actually one of my favorite things to do when producing a music. I sample a lot. Most of them actually comes from right here in this apartment, and some of them I just go online and then search for like some video that contains certain sound effect that I can use and then just mess around with them. It's actually a really tedious process because you're probably gonna spend a lot of time on trying out different kinds of plugins, effects, but eventually if you got a really nice musical sound that you can use in your track, it's all worthy. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you the whole process of how I sample all kinds of sounds in my track and how did I mess them around and then get something new out of it. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's the track right here. I'm gonna start with the easiest part. A lot of sample that you guys can actually just put right into your track, whether if it is musical just by itself or something that can use as a drum set. For example, like the key hitting the table, me shaking the keys, and me hitting a table. So those I just put into the track without doing anything to them. It totally make the whole drum part sound more interesting by just putting them into the track. And now move right into the next technique that I can share with you guys is pitch shifting. I pitch shifted a lot of stuff in here. It's probably one of the most common techniques that you're gonna use when sampling literally anything from your life. So for example, like the hi-hat right here, I'd actually sampled it from the keys hitting together and then I just pitch shifted them down and it literally sounds like a hi-hat. And then the other thing that I can talk about is the EQing. So actually the kick here, I'd actually sampled it from me hitting the door. Basically what I do here is that I cut out some of the frequency out of my way to get a solid drum kick. So this is how it sounds like right now. Now you can do more to your sample with both EQing it and pitch shifted it. For example, one of my favorite samples this time is a toothbrush. Basically what I do here is that I pitch shifted it down by 12 semitones. And then I EQ it to cut out the unnecessary frequency, the higher part and the lower part, and then just boots up some of the distortion. And the most interesting part here is that I also put automation here. What I did is that in order to have that sound, I automated EQ to have it sweep from low to up and then come right back to low. I also put massive amount of automation on the volume to make it more punchy. And then I used the pitch shifting to make a melody out of it. So right now the toothbrush sounds like this. And then there is also me saying my name, CPJ. What I did was basically the same thing without pitch shifting it. I did a little bit EQ on it, and then I also used automation on it to make the sweep sound. And then I also added a bass amplifier here to make the distortion more obvious. And then I also made this slow down fade out with a curve to have the sound. So it turns from this to this now. The other sample that I love a lot during this whole process is me popping the mouth. So basically what I did was that I pitch shifted them into the tone that I want to make a melody out of it. As you can see here, basically each one of them has 2 semitones away from each other, and I just love this sound effect so much. I think that I'll probably keep using it in my future tracks, except for the snare and the reverse hi-hat. All the sounds that I actually sample from my apartment right here. So after the whole process, I really wanted to hear what it would sound like if I have someone rapping on it. And then I just download this Eminem vocal online. The final outcome is actually marvelously shocking to me. I don't know if it is just me. I'll leave you guys to judge it. So now let's take a listen to it.
You wanna fuck with me?
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes microphone so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole